The Ugandan political landscape is increasingly becoming harsher and more brutal. If you are emotionally weak or tearful, brace yourself for even tougher times ahead. If your political rival does not insult you publicly, then the youth on social media might treat you to a buffet of insults. But why and how has the use of vulgar language, insults, accusations and character assassination become the bedrock of the Ugandan political fabric? Political scholar and analyst Professor Gerard Karieja tells us that although such a conduct is not new in the Ugandan politics, its intensity is deeply troubling.
The challenge with adversarial politics, when people lose the sense of the better argument, they go into the most critical attack.
Professor Karieja explains why he believes that the political space has become bitter and polluted.
To numbers and to perceptions than to dealing with real issues. So where is the challenge? One, the socialization for civic education, both at home, at school, and in institutions that have been created by the state, like political parties.
Dr. Patrick Wakida, a political analyst and scholar, says that politicians themselves are to blame for this situation.
Amongst our people who are still ignorant. They have not yet transitioned to accept tolerance. Tolerance. To know that you must tolerate your colleague.
He further attributes this situation to monetized politics and the influx of unqualified individuals into the Ugandan political space.
You must have certain standards. In this country, anybody can stand up and say, I'm going to be a politician.
There is also a school of thought that the widespread abuse of political leaders on social media stems from the suppression of dissent through the Public Order Management Act, among others. This, they say, has left few formal channels for people to express dissatisfaction, with some turning to online platforms as an outlet for their frustration.
I mean, if Trump becomes abusive, then an MP campaigning becomes abusive, a presidential candidate becomes abusive, the rest of the people also follow.
According to Israel Mayengo, a political analyst, these insults, tribal slurs and hostile rhetoric seen on social media, radio and TV point to a deeper leadership crisis that requires a systemic reform, including a new constitution.
Changing the constitution, which will mean changing the executive part of the government.
Analysts further argue that some leaders deliberately provoke citizens and political opponents.
So the smarter people will do less of the insults, or will encourage the insults to flare as they have their day.
With the 2026 general elections approaching, analysts are calling upon the Electoral Commission to openly condemn and penalize candidates who run insulting and defamatory campaigns.